I have set the tone. I have chosen to set the tone for my life, and I don't allow my life to set the tone for me.
Scoggins is a best-selling author.
He challenges people to break through their obstacles, coming from a broken home, years of struggle,
to launching what would become a multi-million-dollar construction company.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Scoggins in the house.
One of the questions I get a lot centers around fear and anxiety. And as you can imagine, when I'm trying to go from homelessness to kind of ultimately where I'm at today, you can best guarantee that I went through a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear. So let's go ahead and break this down a little bit. So the U.S.B method is really it's kind of just a unique tool to help you kind of like literally stop yourself in the moment. So that first moment where the fear is starting to kind of well up in you, you're starting to feel the anxiousness kind of coming up. You're starting to feel like your body kind of like doing a little bit of the tingling. That's what I'm talking about. This is when you're going to actually take the time to kind of look at the U.S.B method. So first of all, we want to understand, okay, the season we're in. So understand the season. Now here's what I mean by that. So many times we get confused with really where we are in the journey altogether. I find that most anxiety and fear comes in the winter season and the summer season. The winter season, because there's a lot of unclarity, there's a lot missing, a lot of things confusing. The summer session, because unfortunately it takes work to overcome or to accomplish certain goals. So as you begin to break this down, by understanding what season you're in, you're allowed to give yourself something special. I call it grace. Grace to actually be you in this moment, be present in this moment, feel the things that you feel, understand the things that you understand, seek knowledge you don't have, but more importantly, give yourself grace rather than judging yourself because you're not where you ultimately want to be in this moment in time. Because everywhere you want to be is going to take time, talent, and energy, period. So now we want to go ahead and go to the S portion. Surrender to the process. The number one surefire way to increase anxiety is to battle against the process. It's kind of like when you're actually walking into you're heading out towards the ocean, you're going to walk into it and the waves are coming at you and they're like almost knocking you backwards, right? Versus coming back from the backside of the ocean, working with the ocean, and then all of a sudden now you can bodyboard or body glide all the way into the shore. Surrendering to the process is not fighting against the current, it's actually skating with the current or flowing with the current. And ultimately you can do that just by saying, you know what? I know that I'm in a difficult place. And I know I need to do X, Y, and Z. I think I need resources from A, B, and C. All right, I see a framework. Let's go for it. So those are the first two. The third one is become a breather. Now, I know it sounds corny and it sounds cliche, right? But I can honestly tell you that even right now in today's environment with the stresses that are put on me owning businesses and leading team members, that a lot of what I've been doing recently has been taking the time to breathe more. Not in a like you just breathe every day. I'm talking like breathe in really deep, hold it for about 3 seconds, and then let it out slowly, imagining that breath is actually going from the top of your head, slowly down beside your ears, all the way to your neck. And then I'll do it again. I'll breathe in. The second time, I'm trying to get all the way down to my solar plexus, all the way down to just below my belly button. I'll do it a third time. Breathing slows down the heart rate. When the heart rate is slow, the emotions are low. Typically, anxiety feels like you're speeding up outside of control. Fear often tells you that you're speeding up out of control. When you're able to slow things down and breathe into it and breathe on it, all of a sudden this very thing that you're afraid of becomes the very tool that you're going to use to move forward. As someone who used to struggle with fear and anxiety on a consistent basis, I don't know about you, but I feel lighter. And in many cases, I'm going through more than I've been through in a long time, but yet I feel lighter. Doesn't mean I'm not committed. Doesn't mean I don't need to do the right thing. We just got through going through some of that. But what it does mean is I have set the tone. I have chosen to set the tone for my life, and I don't allow my life to set the tone for me. And when you can ultimately do that, you can overcome fear and anxiety very quickly. So let's do a quick review real fast. Understand the season, okay, because we're looking for the action, essentially, we need to take in that moment. Surrender to the process. We're looking for the area we need to learn more about, okay, and become a breather, which is when mind meets body. And I'm telling you right now, these simple techniques can go a long, long way in helping even the most fearful or anxiety-ridden person overcome those very things to make sure that you don't ever miss out, to make sure you don't miss another opportunity, to make sure you take full advantage of everything that comes your way, but more importantly, to make sure that you are okay with you. If you're going to win at life, in your career or whatever it is for you, if you're going to win at that thing, you're going to have to take a step towards that thing on a daily basis.